Hey, what is the deal with these cabinet picks there, fake ass patriots? Are y'all paying attention to what he's doing? Are you? Well, that's right. You can't read. You have to look at pictures, memes. That's how you educate yourself. Is some dumbass sitting in his mama's basement and made a picture with some words on it, and that's how you educate yourself. I forgot. Even your orange Jesus. That's the way he gets briefings. There is in pop-up books. So anyway, if you're not paying attention to these cabinet picks, you should be, because I mean they should be embarrassing you. They're pretty pathetic. I mean, you can't even really talk about them without talking about actual say assault arrays. You know what I mean? You don't speak pig Latin either, do you? Yeah, I figured that. But anyway, Matt Gaetz there, trafficking teenage girls, and then that Fox News host, he's got his own allegations. And then, the big orange bloated syphilis up some bitch himself there has got many, many, many of those. So it's just riddled with them, it looks like. Once you get outside of those, then we've got weird things like, now then the Secretary of Education is going to be Linda McMahon. Because, I mean, that just makes perfect sense, right? She knows nothing about that job at all. She was just married to a WWE mogul. That's about all of her qualifications. But hey, she was married to somebody who was on TV. Apparently, that's Donald Trump's go-to right there, is pick somebody who was on TV, because now we have two Fox News hosts, one the defense secretary, actual say assault array, and then we've got this other guy that's going to be over the Department of Transportation. And the reason apparently Trump picked him is because he was on a reality show that involved cars. So I guess that just added up in his little brain and said, hey, he was on a reality show with cars, therefore he can lead the entire Department of Transportation. And he was a Fox News host. But since we're just appointing TV stars, and since cars are relevant to the Department of Transportation, can we get him to appoint maybe SpongeBob SquarePants over Noah? Do that. That would make sense. I bet nobody suggested that to him yet. But that's right. They want to do away with that particular department of our government because, who cares whether or not that we've got hurricanes bearing down the United States anymore, huh? Might just want to be doing that so they can cover up some climate changes, since nobody on y'all's side believes it's real, even though you just had one park in North Carolina just a couple months ago. But anyway, so those cabinet picks ain't making no sense. Hey, at least Linda McMahon ain't one of them Christian nationalists like he was going to pick from Oklahoma, or the word prior to that, Lauren Boebert, my lord. So I guess maybe that's a positive direction he's going with that one. I don't know. We're just going to have a bunch of dumb kids, obviously, because they're going to do away with the Department of Education and those poor children. Those poor children. Either you learn about the teachings of Christ or you don't learn nothing at all. That's the philosophy right there. And I think that is the goal right there, Christian nationalism. But anyway, now you got some mass deportations, and I know that's what y'all are all excited about, mass deportations. Well, Trump's saying he's going to send in some red state National Guards into blue states and do some deportations there. And these blue state governors ain't going to have that. Now, I don't know how y'all think that's going to work out. Besides that, I thought y'all was all about state rights, right? Wasn't you? I mean, whenever Greg Abbott had all that barbed wire and buoys and crap in the river and was drowning people, and even our fascist Supreme Court said you got to stop that, y'all said, oh, no, state rights, you can't trample on the man's state rights. State rights, right? Same thing with Roe v. Wade being overturned. Nope, just handing it back down to the states, state rights. But all of a sudden here, if red states decide to send a National Guard into blue states, then the federal government trumps state rights, right? That's because you're a bunch of hypocritical garbage, is what that is. But since you want to do some deportations, let's talk about Elon Musk. Can't we start with him? Because that dude's here fraudulently in this country. He came here on a student visa, and he didn't student, see? So he lied about that. So his naturalization could be revoked, and he could be deported back to South Africa immediately. And I know he don't like people talking about him, and he's threatening people that you don't talk about me or I'm threatening you. Hey, F you, Elon Musk. Nobody cares, all right? So anyway, deport him first, y'all, if we're going to do some mass deportations. Get that sucker out of here because he cheated getting here. He's an illegal, all right? Inmate Trump.